protests that we have right now to our President-elect Trump being in office are more like riots sometimes. And it's quite sad and sickening that these people are brainwashed to the point where they will go out and attack each other. This right here, I'm about to play for you, is a video that shows what I wish would happen with each of these protests. Here it goes.
I can't just sit back and feel this way without trying to change it.
You got the Black Lives Matter and stuff. We all matter, hell. We all on board. Keep it now, brother. Yes, sir, brother. Y'all, brother. This is how you kick down the wall. This is how you kick down the wall. Yes, sir. I'm Cody. Nice to meet you. It's time for us to stop this today. No more walls.
Today, we're going to show the rest of the country how we came together.
Everybody get it in here, man. Everybody get it in. Everybody get it in. Everybody get it in. Everybody get it in.
And I thank you so much, as I am so humble that you allowed us to come a long time ago. And that today, I pray again, thank you so much. I pray that everybody makes it. Amen. Amen.
That right there could change the world. It's just sad that we have so much going on out there. It's so horrible. I mean, the things that I see on here, I'm so appalled at the way people act. I could go over to YouTube right now and there's something about protests every second. I mean, protester gets hit by car, protester owned, protesters at Trump rally, protesters block highway, protesters get run over by Trump rally, protesters hit a car in Ferguson, protesters versus police. I mean, it's just incredible. It's insane. You know, I haven't seen this one. Let's watch this one real quick here. Great news. Donald Trump is preparing nasty surprise for anti-Trump protesters. I don't know. All these people doing this are youngins, children.
Great news. Donald Trump is preparing a nasty surprise for anti-Trump protesters. Trump is preparing a real nasty surprise for all those violent anti-Trump protesters, and he's going on a victory tour all over America. He's going to have rallies, and this is going to be a great spectacle, according to Yahoo News. Quote, "We're working on a victory tour now. It will happen in the next couple of weeks." This is what Geeky Coast told reporters at Trump Tower on Thursday for the Presidential Transition Pool report. Geeky Coast said Trump's victory tour will start sometime after Thanksgiving. He did not identify any of the places Trump plans to visit, but said they would focus on the swing states we flipped over, end quote, and other places where Trump scores wins on Election Day last week. So that's great news. America needs to celebrate this win, and anti-Trump protesters need to be silenced. We should be united behind our new president, and he deserves a chance, and we're going to give it to him. America is an old nation. We have more than 2 centuries of elections, so let's be smart and respectful of our system and our country. This is on U.S.
I gotta pause here for a second. Now, in my lifetime, I have known people who have been arrested for things, you know, that threats, for instance. Kill Trump now. These are Twitter posts. Death to Trump and all his supporters. I'm sorry, but I take offense to that. Of course, being a Trump supporter, but also, you don't threaten somebody's life. First of all, it's illegal. And second of all, it's not appropriate. And if you're trying to make a point, you don't go to the anger end of the spectrum. You try to stay in the logic end. But these social justice warriors, as you want to be called, are brainwashed. It just makes me ill. I'm going to go over here and show you something else real quick. I'll go to a different page and open it up so that, hi Millennial Millie. Let me pause her, because, give me just a second here as I'm trying to weed my way through things. But, look at this. This is something that was done years ago that I don't think ever really went away. Operation Mockingbird. This is on Wikipedia. Okay? Let me read you this. Operation Mockingbird was a campaign by the United States Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, to influence media during the 50s, 60s, and 70s. It begun in the 50s. It was initially organized by Cor Meyer and Alan Dulles, and was later led by Frank Wisner after Dulles became head of the CIA. The organization recruited leading American journalists into a propaganda network to help present the CIA's views. It funded some students and cultural organizations, magazines, and fronts. As it developed, it also worked to influence foreign media, political campaigns, in addition to activities by other operation units of the CIA. The CIA used journalists, continued unbiased until, or unabated until 1973, when the program was scaled back, finally coming to a halt in 1976 when George H.W. Bush took over as director. Well, I don't think it was ever scaled back or abolished. By looking at our media today and the lies in the media, I don't think this ever went away. So, Operation Mockingbird is something that you need to look into, and also MK Ultra. MK Ultra, let me see if I can find it on Wikipedia. I don't know if it's on here or not, but so there's a little section here that I lost somehow in this video, and it was me talking about MK Ultra and reading this little clip out of Wikipedia. But basically, I'm going to sum it up. MK Ultra was a mind control program, and it was done in the 50s, 60s, and ended in the 70s in 73. And they used LSD and other drugs and torture of sorts, isolation, verbal and sexual abuse, etc., on American and Canadian citizens to see if they could break them, basically. The scope of the project was broad, and the research undertaken was done by 80 different institutions, including 44 colleges and universities, as well as hospitals, prisons, and pharmaceutical companies. And that's what I was saying earlier, is I think between the combination of these two programs, both run by the CIA, Mockingbird and MK Ultra, I think they came up and devised a way to manipulate people. And I think the people that are protesting have been manipulated. And, you know, certain people can be hypnotized and certain people can't be. Anyway, on to the protesters on the next part of the video. Let's see. Well, that's not the one I'm looking for. Hang on just a second. it's in Paris. And it's like this all around the world, too. Look at this shit. This is horrible. I mean... destroying government property. And this is peaceful protest. This is peaceful protest. This is illegal. This is a riot. Little Caesars pizza place on fire. This is probably another good one too.
A protester came in, slammed her windshield that's now broken. She's visibly upset in the front seat. Someone has a bat. Someone has a bat right here. There's a couple people out here trying to keep the peace.
And this is all coming from propaganda that has been put out there to start racial wars. Wake up, people. Wake up. It's time to wake up. Well, that's all. Anyway, it's just so sad. So sad. Oh my goodness. It is so very sad.